So, once upon a time, there was an old farmer who had worked his crops for many years. One day, his horse ran away. Upon hearing the news, his neighbors came to visit, and they said, "Such bad luck," they said sympathetically. "Perhaps," the farmer replied. The next morning, the horse returned, bringing with it 3 other wild horses. The neighbors said, "What great luck!" "Perhaps," replied the old man. The following day, his son tried to ride one of the untamed horses and was thrown off and broke his leg. The neighbors once again came to offer their sympathy on his misfortune and said, "Such bad luck." "Perhaps," said the farmer. The day after, the military officials came to the village to draft young men into the army. Seeing that the son's leg was broken, they passed him by. The neighbors congratulated the farmer on how well things had turned out. "Perhaps," said the farmer. You see, we've all had experiences where the curse turns into the blessing, the rejection turns into the redirection, and the unanswered prayer is the best thing that could have happened to you. Hopefully, this little parable reminds you to take it all in stride. Whether you believe there's a reason for everything or you believe that it's all random and that there's no reason at all, the value of the lesson is the same. You never know what begets something else. You see, I've interviewed and spent time with some of the most amazing people on this planet. People who have had the most awful, heinous, tragic, and difficult things happen to them. Circumstances that would make you embarrassed about what you call a misfortune. Stories that if I ask you if you would trade places with them, you'd say, "Oh, hell no." But when I ask them if they wish it didn't happen to them, 100% of the time they say they wouldn't trade it for anything. It's what led to the evolution of who they are now, what they now know, and who they have become. What seemed like a tragedy was the greatest gift of their life. So no matter what happens, today or any day forward, no matter if others say, "Such bad luck," or "How fortunate for you," simply respond with, "Perhaps." My wife told me recently to be more in touch with my feminine side, so I crashed the car. Then I ignored her all day for no reason. I'm gonna get in trouble with this. I took my wife to the orchard for her birthday, and we stood there looking at the trees for half an hour. Apparently, this wasn't the Apple Watch that she was expecting. Hey, I thought the event would be appealing. I think one day she'll look back and appreciate the core of this gesture. Until then, apparently, she's on a full-out fruit strike because she shouted, "No peach for you!" I just hope that she doesn't leaf me. Okay. Hey, what do lawyers wear to court? A lawsuit. Oh, and legal briefs. Hopefully they aren't just skid marked with jury duty. Speaking of which, yesterday I had 2 cans of alphabet soup. This morning, I had one of the biggest vowel movements ever. And finally, why isn't holy water used in vaccines? Because you can't take the Lord's name in vain. Hey, I'm just trying to inject a little bit of fun here. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you on the flip side.